Rab explains it all. Math, chem, physics never fall. Subscribe and learn. Ace every test, so Rab explains it best.
Hi everyone, I hope you are doing well. Welcome to this video and welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to talk about percent of change, and in fact by the end of this video you will be able to solve these examples. The strategy that we are going to apply contains three main steps. The first step is using this formula: percent of change is equal to amount of change divided by original amount. When we talk about amount of change, it means we need to subtract second number from the first number, and when we say original amount, it means the first number. In the second step, we must convert the calculated number to percentage, and it is really easy. We must multiply it by 100. Sometimes the percent of change is negative, which means we have decrease, and sometimes the percent of change it is positive. It means this is wrong. I'm sorry, we have increase. Okay, if this strategy is confusing for you, don't worry, we are going to learn that through examples. Let's solve the first example. Percent of increase from 48 to 60. Okay, let's assume that this question wants percent of change and we don't know it is increase. Okay, we are going to realize if it is increase or not. This is the first number and this is the second number. So percent of change, I'm going to show it like this. P of CH is equal to second number, which is 60, minus first number, which is 48, divided by original amount. Which one is the original amount? 48. I'm going to have, if I do the subtraction, I'm going to have 12 over 48. Can I simplify it? Yes, of course, I can divide both of them by 12. If I divide this one by 12, I'm going to have 1. If I divide this one by 12, I'm going to have 4. I'm going to have 1 over 4. Okay, now I want to calculate percent of change. Okay, this is a number. I want percentage. What should I do? I must multiply, as I told you in the second step, I must multiply it by 100. If I multiply it by 100, I can simplify it. It's going to be 1, it's going to be 25. And the answer is 25. Do not forget the symbol of percentage, 25%. Is it increase or decrease? Because the answer is positive, we can realize that this is increase. And by the way, the question had told us in the first place, but I told you to ignore that. Again, percent of increase, do not consider that. From 60 to 75. Okay, percent of change is equal to fraction line. This is the first number and this is the second number. Second number, which is 75, minus first number divided by original amount, which is the first number. It's going to be 15 over 60. I can simplify it, both of them by 15. This one will be 1. This one will be 4. Okay, and again, the answer will be 1 over 4. This is a number, but I want percentage. What should I do? I must multiply it by 100. I can simplify it again. If I divide this one by 4, it's going to be 1. Divide this one by 4, it's going to be 25. So the answer will be 25%. Is it increase or decrease? Because the answer is positive, it is increase. And by the way, if you pay attention to the question, it says from 60 to 75. So the number is increasing, right? So percent of change must be positive and it must show increase, okay? Percent of decrease, assume that you do not have it, from 280 to 210. So this is going to be the first number and this is going to be the second number. I'm going to write it as percent of change. Second number, 210 minus 280 divided by the first number, which is 280. Okay, if I do this subtraction, because the first number is smaller, I'm going to have a negative result. Minus 70 over 280. I can drop the zeros. I can simplify it. If I divide this one by 7, it's going to be 1. If I divide this one by 7, it's going to be 4. So minus 1 over 4 will be the answer. But this is a number. I want a percentage. I must multiply it by 100. And again, I can simplify it. I can divide this one by 4. It's going to be 1. This one by 4 is going to be 25. So minus 1 times 25, it's going to be minus 25. And do not forget the percentage symbol. It is increase or decrease because I have negative sign. It means it is decrease. And if you pay attention to the question, the first number was 280 and the second number is 210. It is decreasing and it is obvious. Percent of decrease from 64, first number, to 24, second number. So percent of change is equal to second number 24 minus 64 divided by first number 64. It's going to be equal to minus 40 over 64. Can I simplify it? Yes, I can divide both of them by 4. If I divide this one by 4, it's going to be 10. This one by 4 is going to be 16. Can I simplify it more? Yes, again by 2. This one is going to be 8. This one is going to be 5. So the final answer will be minus 5 over 8. Okay, this is a number, but I want percentage. For converting a number to percentage, I must multiply it by 100. Can I simplify it? Yes, I can divide this one by 4. It's going to be 2. And this one by 4, it's going to be 25. And the answer will be minus 5 times 25 is 125 over 2. It's better to write it as decimal form, okay? Because it's not common to write it as fraction. If I do that, I'm going to have minus 62. If I divide 125 by 2, minus 62.5%. And because I have negative sign, it means I have decrease. And if you pay attention to the question, you will realize that the number is decreasing. Percent of decrease from 160, which is the first number, to 120, second number. So I'm going to write percent of change, second number 120 minus first number 160 over first number, it's going to be minus 40 over 160. I can drop these zeros and I can simplify both of them by 4. It's going to be 1, it's going to be 4, minus 1 over 4. Should I leave it? No, I need percent. I have a number and I must multiply it to 100 to reach to percentage. It's going to be, I can simplify it by 4, 1, 25 minus 25. And do not forget the percentage symbol. Because I have negative sign, it's showing decrease. And if you pay attention to the numbers, you will realize that it would be decrease. Here you can find more examples and I strongly suggest you to solve them at home. If you have any question or if you wanted to share your answer, please feel free and write them in the comment box. I will try to answer them as soon as it was possible for me. Thank you for watching this video.